Big man,
How are you?
good to see you.
Good to see you.
Always on time?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Coaches can't be
We can't
not
go wrong.
on time.
No.
Let's go this way this time.
Okay.
Coach, what's the topic of today?
ACLs.
ACL. Remember when we first met?
Yes.
The struggles?
Oh, I still remember the day when you came to me. You can barely walk. You're doing fine.
So guys, you're probably hurt. That's why you're watching this. I hope you have not done your ACL. Maybe you have some knee pain. This video will help you. But if you've done your ACL, that's why we are here today. I've done 3, I don't even know, maybe 4 knee surgeries on my left knee. I've became a knee specialist, but I said, you know what, let's use Kevin. Watch this video, get better, and get back to the action. Unlike me. Oh my God, Kevin.
It's
How many bands? Just say it, you're not yourself without your bands, right?
No.
How much is this?
You get the set of like 5 different ones. $3 maybe a piece. $2.
So regardless of where you are with your fitness, you need this. The cheapest investment, you just need this video, a band, and a tree. My story. I got injured, ACL done. The problem was I did not have a proper surgeon, so they couldn't identify the problem. Anyhow, an amazing doctor in Iran realized it's ACL, and then I had to do the surgery. Kevin, why do we get ACL injuries in the first place?
As footballers,
As footballers,
you have 2 ways. The first way, which is very common, is by hyperextending the knee. It happened with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He was jumping for a header, and because as well you're very fatigued during the play, right? During the game on the pitch, landing on his foot, all his weight on one foot, and then his knee just opens as it is, and his knee goes back. That's the first way. The second way is whenever you change of direction and your knee just goes inwards. So if you're standing here and you're going for dynamic, this is called the valgus position whenever your knee is rotating inwards. So then you go like this, and then your weight goes on the other side, then the ACL goes for a tear. There's a higher risk for that.
the most scary part is the surgery itself. Don't go and Google it, it's horrible, but it's a clean surgery. The day after your surgery, your rehab starts, right?
Yeah, they take it from your hamstring, right? They take the ligament from your hamstring,
from
right?
hamstring tendon. So
They
you really
fold
want
it.
them to imagine, yeah? And they drill like,
Yeah, they drill on the knee.
Listen, you're not gonna be awake, so pretend nothing happened.
Yeah.
But honestly, guys, before we start, the most common mistake among everyone who's done their ACL is rehab. Do your rehab right. I last did my knee in 2007. I met Kevin in 2023. I had done a lot of rehab, but at one point I just gave up. And then we were in Spain, I was walking, and my knee hurts. I'm like, I'm just walking, and I used to do this walk every year.
Yeah.
And then I looked at my legs, and I see there is no muscle. So that was a wake-up call. I work with Ray, great physiotherapist, and then mainly with Kevin. We're gonna put all the videos of my struggles. I could not even do this, like this, hard work. But what I'm saying is because I had not done proper rehab, I suffered for years. So with Kev, we're gonna show you a lot of stuff. Day +1 of your surgery, your rehab starts. Should we go?
Let's do it.
Okay.
So we're gonna start first by the main target, or the main goal for the first phase is to take off the swelling from the knee and the pain and to reduce it as much as we can. So we start by activating all the quadricep, keeping it fully extended, and you can just start by pushing your knee downwards, which will activate the muscle here. 5-second hold, then you release it. If this is easy for you and you have more developed muscles, you can start putting like a towel behind the knee as well, which you can just start by pressing more and activate more of these muscles. That's first. Second, now you're gonna get to a point where you take off this brace, because at first you're gonna be doing some physio sessions. So when you take off this the brace on your leg, you have to start to regain the range of motion. The mobility is gone because you have been like for weeks just keeping it there and straight, right? So you have to start first by just lifting the whole leg up and slowly down. So then it starts activating these muscles. There is no amount of repetition where you have to focus on. You just have to focus on the muscle and the right technique. And then you're gonna feel whenever you're tired, you can rest and then do it again. The second way of doing it is to start by working on the calf or the ankle. So I want you to start by pushing your ankle backwards as much as you can and then push it back forward, which contracts as well the anterior tibialis muscle, which is a very underdeveloped and underworked muscle. So now what we're gonna do after that, we're gonna try by starting to slowly bend the knee. Now you can start using, we're gonna use a band here, but usually you can use a long towel, which you put it right behind your foot, and then you can hold it with both hands and slowly start by bending your knee backwards. So you're pulling both arms and you're bending it backwards by keeping your heel on the floor.
And trust me, this will take what, weeks?
Oof, it will take weeks. You have to be very patient while doing this one. As you see here, very slow, very controlled, and then whenever you feel there's pain, stop. Don't go beyond pain, and then go back forward. And then with weeks and days of practice, you're gonna get to the point where you start regaining this range of motion. So, your foot stable on the floor, always. Your knee is gonna start bending forward, and then you're gonna bring it back with full extension. That's it.
Okay, next one.
Next one, we're gonna lie down on the side. We're gonna work on the glutes and the hip abductors. So from here, lying down on your side, this leg is straight, the top leg, and then you're gonna just fully bring it up towards the ceiling. Yes. Now, bring it down slowly and back up. This is a very simple exercise. You're strengthening all the muscles around the knee. And whenever there's a knee problem, we not just look at the knee or the quads or the hamstrings, but we look at the hip and the ankle. So we're gonna do some exercises related to them. When this exercise gets easier, this is where you use the band. We hook the bands on the ankles, and now here there's more resistance. The more you control the exercise, the better. This is the number one rule whenever you do anything in your rehab process.
Go to my YouTube channel, pick a video, put your band on, and watch the video and do this. You're welcome.
Done. Next one is gonna be, we're gonna work on the hamstrings and the glutes. Slide down on the back. You're gonna do a simple bridge. So just push your hip up, then bring it back. And you're working on your hamstrings, and at the same time, you're making sure that now your knee is going for more flexion. So there's more bend because of the previous exercise that you've done. So after doing the bridge, which is level 1, level 2 is that you put this block between both knees and you squeeze it while doing a bridge. So now you're working more on the inner thigh muscles or the adductors muscles, and these are stabilizers for your knee. The stronger they are, the more the knee is protected. Now, if you don't have a block, they can use a football, ball, any ball you have at home, place it, squeeze it, and push up. Third level is gonna be, whenever you're holding this, one leg is going straight shooting up, and then you hold for 3 seconds, firing up these hamstrings, and then you switch. You keep your hip up, you keep your core engaged, and this muscle is just working. This is you making sure that your muscles are independent whenever you're working on a single leg.
Just to emphasize, you're not holding it, you're squeezing it,
Yeah.
okay?
Now using a band, step on the band. You go for shoulder width, very small slight bend on the knees, that's it. And then you start. 1, back, 2, back. Firing up these glutes, keeping your upper body straight and steady and your core is braced. If there is too much tension or there's a bit of tension on the knee, there are lighter bands, so these are levels. This is a level 4. You can use a level 1 at first, and then focus on, whenever you push out, return back with control. Now, as a progression, start by controlling the movement while walking laterally. And as well, master it when you're walking forward.
This one is my favorite. I do this every day at the gym before doing legs.
You know what's it called?
What?
Spanish squat.
Why is everything better in Spanish? Spanish latte,
Yes, it is.
Spanish football,
Spanish squat.
Spanish girls.
No.
Bro, you passed the test.
So from here, the band is right behind the knee. We're gonna start at this very small degree, 30 degree, that's it. And then we're gonna hold this position. Now, the main part of this band is that you're pushing your knees outward, contracting your glutes. The small degree of flexion within your knee is contracting your quadriceps. The most important thing whenever you're doing this exercise is that your feet are planted on the floor. You're pushing your feet down towards the floor, activating all these muscles. This is a very safe exercise for your knees, especially at an early stage. If it's easy for you, progression, drop your hip down for more degrees to more tension on your muscles. And then you can go down to a 90 degree. Now, proprioception. Being confident of standing on one leg. So you're gonna stand on one leg and just keep the balance. Try not to let your knee to cave inwards or outwards, or to let your toe to push off the floor. So your whole leg is planted on the floor. You have full control. All these muscles that we did activate before, now we have to use them so we can stand up straight. Now level 2, what we do, we can put some cones or some markers on the floor. So we put one here and one here. And what you have to do while standing on one leg, you're gonna start by trying to touch the mark on the side and then a bit slightly front. Now whenever you go front, this is something that happens a lot. Whenever you go front, your knee have to be very stable. So you're dropping your knee slightly down, that's it, and then you're going up. You can measure how hard you want to do it as you pull the mark forward. If you want to make it easier, keep the mark close to you and just drop your knee down slowly and stand up without falling.
You see, the target is for you to be able to do this, even without the band. But to get here, it takes God knows how many hours of work. My advice to you, don't rush. If you rush it, you'll regret it. And also understand it's a process. So if a doctor tells you, I'll get you back to football within 3 months, don't trust him. It's gonna take between 6 to 9 months. And in cases like myself, just give up playing football because it's not good for you. You're older, your knee is not the same. The last thing you need is to do that again, and then God knows what. If you're young, you're gonna recover. So we showed you a lot of stuff based on experience of dealing with the knee pain for God knows how many decades, and also years of practical scientific approach by Kevin. What do you have that can help someone who's dealing with an ACL injury as your last final advice?
Final advice is focus on proper form. Work a lot on your landing and deceleration, especially that you use it a lot on the pitch, and your change of direction. If you can do these drills before your training, it will help you a lot in your matches whenever you execute, and it will at least minimize the impact of ACL tear that's going to happen for the future.
Kevin, thanks a lot, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. I had one old video about ACL, but you needed something new. Good luck.